Ronda Rousey just dropped a surprising revelation about her historic fight with Gina Carano. The former UFC champ revealed that Dana White texted her on the morning of the bout, wishing her luck and telling her he hoped both she and Gina would kill it in the cage. Ronda admitted how much that message meant to her, coming from the UFC president.
Did you hear from Dana White since the fight?
He did send me a text this morning. He sent me a text and he said good luck, and that he hopes me and Gina kill it, and I just told him like how much it meant to me to hear that from him. And yeah, he's been an incredible friend to me, and I'm here because of him, and I am eternally grateful, and I really appreciate him giving me his blessing to go out and do this on my own.
This comes at a time when many assumed Dana was unhappy about the Netflix MMA card. Rousey's story suggests the opposite, that Dana was supportive behind the scenes and wanted both women to put on a show. Dana also added to the chaos surrounding the event by announcing the official Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway fight during Francis Ngannou's walkout, making it obvious he's trying to steal the show. In another massive performance on the Netflix card, Francis Ngannou brutally knocked out Felipe Lins. Now let's roll Francis's reaction to Dana White announcing the Conor McGregor news during his walkout.
I don't know if you noticed, during your walkout, Dana White went live on Instagram and announced Conor McGregor's return. Did you realize that or no? And how do you feel about it?
And what the fuck do I have to do with that? So I should stop my workout and look what is going on with?
No, people during the week were saying that he was going to announce it.
I don't care, bro.
Okay.
Let's move on. Life goes on. I'm doing my stuff here. I'm doing good. I have no problem. Everybody can do whatever he wants.
You tell me the first time you ever knocked someone out, how old were you, and did you realize you so hard?
No, I mean, usually when you're in the fight, you don't really think of how hard you're hitting. You just, I mean, by the way, I have to think about it a lot to know that, okay, sometime when somebody falls, you might be hurt, you might not have to continue, and I'm very happy for my performance tonight because I didn't follow up. Usually I'll follow up because instantly I don't even realize that I hurt him.
Michael Bisping has reacted to the now official Paddy Pimblett versus Benoit Saint-Denis matchup, which will serve as the co-main event of UFC 329, headlined by Conor McGregor's long-awaited return against Max Holloway. UFC 329 is shaping up to be a monstrous MMA night, with a stacked lineup that's already getting major attention before Fight Week even kicks off. The card will feature BSD in a huge co-main event clash against Pimblett, a matchup that brings together the Frenchman's aggressive, finish-heavy style against Paddy's chaos and submission threats in what looks like one of the most entertaining fights on the entire card. The card also features Olympic wrestling standout and John Jones' protege Gable Steveson, who will be making his UFC debut at 3-0. He's set to face Elisha Ellison, who enters the fight with a 5-2 record in what will be a key step in Steveson's early MMA career and a big test of how far his elite wrestling translates into the cage. UFC 329 is stacking up as one of the most anticipated cards of the year. Now let's dive into Bisping's reaction.
Paddy versus Benoit Saint-Denis on International Fight Week. This makes a tremendous amount of sense. Not only are they the number 5 and 6 ranked fighters, okay, but of course, France versus England, that's a rivalry that has gone on for centuries. They have been at wars from something like the 11th century up until the 18th century. They had the 100-Year War, the 7-Year War, the Napoleonic Wars, okay? That's why it's kind of a joking thing that the English and the French don't really like each other. I love going to France. I think the MMA fans there are phenomenal. You've got to check out a live event in Paris. Let me tell you, the fans there will blow your socks off. But it's got all the marketing. Paddy talks a lot of shit, as we know. He's got tremendous grappling, and he showed last time that he's a dog and he's got the chin and all that. Benoit Saint-Denis, the former French Special Forces guy, right? That guy's a killer. He really is. And last time out, he looked absolutely phenomenal, okay?
Arman Tsarukyan has now confirmed that Khamzat Chimaev has dropped the idea of moving up to light heavyweight for the moment and instead has his focus locked on a rematch with Sean Strickland. According to Arman, Khamzat is fully committed to running it back. He said Chimaev's mindset has shifted, his head is completely in the rematch, and he's more motivated than ever after becoming champion. But the situation on Strickland's side makes things complicated. After UFC 328, Strickland shut down the idea of an immediate rematch, saying Chimaev needs to go and earn it again before getting another shot. Sean's condition after the fight adds another layer. He's been diagnosed with serious shoulder injuries and is now under an indefinite suspension from the New Jersey Athletic Commission. He's now dealing with a grade 2 AC joint separation, a tear of the upper labrum, and a partial rotator cuff tear. Instead of an immediate rematch, the focus now shifts to who Chimaev could realistically face next while Strickland recovers. Chael Sonnen also weighed in on the situation, breaking down the chances of an immediate rematch actually happening. Let's dive in.
I just suggest, we're in a little bit of an interesting spot. Chimaev has said that he would like a rematch. Chimaev has done everything right. Chimaev hasn't backed down from anybody at any weight class. As a matter of fact, he's tried to stir things up and get business going with guys at different weight classes. Chimaev has tried to get more fights. Chimaev has done everything right. So if he wants to call in a favor, he's got a favor to potentially call in. But is he staying at 85 or is he going to 205? I mean, it's a really lost message. And I get what Chimaev's going through, and it's the hardest thing in the world, and post-fight depression is real no matter how tough you are. Sean Strickland is going through it. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. Post-fight depression, that's not post-loss of a fight, it's post-fight. You're in the marquee, you're in a city, every cab, every taxi, every billboard, every time you turn on the TV, there's you. To all of a sudden, your phone does not ring at all. He went on Sunday and called out Sean Strickland. I'm okay with that call out. And I would back Chimaev's wishes to get that.
Alex Volkanovski's coach Joe Lopez has just revealed that Movsar Evloev is most likely next for the featherweight title, and in his eyes, that is the right decision. Lopez said he'd be happy if Alex retired now and left on top. But despite everything Volk has achieved, his coach says he still has the same hunger and motivation from his early days, the drive that made him one of the greatest featherweights ever. According to Lopez, Volk remains fully focused and determined to perform at the highest level. The champ has built a reputation for being fair, taking on the most deserving contenders, and not ducking anyone. Movsar remains undefeated and is widely viewed as the next rightful challenger in the division, but not everyone agrees. Just yesterday, Youssef Zalal made some wild comments, claiming the only reason Volk wants to fight Evloev is because he sees him as one-dimensional and an easier stylistic matchup. Zalal even went as far as saying Volkanovski is scared to fight him instead. That take has been met with a lot of criticism from fans, with many calling it delusional. Let's dive into what Volkanovski's coach had to say.
Movsar is the one that deserves the shot. He has been waiting for a long time. I have a lot of respect for Diego Lopez, but honestly, Movsar should have had this opportunity before him because he has been #1 for a long time. I believe that Movsar is next. He definitely should be. Alex suffered an injury to his shoulder about 6 weeks before the fight against Diego. Alex didn't go into the fight at 100%, he went in at 80%. Because the shoulder wasn't 100%, he had to rely on his striking. About Arman Tsarukyan's potential move to featherweight, I don't think it is a possibility that he can drop to 145 pounds, and I don't think that happens. About Ilia Topuria, if the opportunity ever comes up, Alex would be 100% down for it. But the Volkanovski that fought him back then wasn't the same fighter. That wasn't the version of him you see now. He's different. If it happens again, and it would likely be at lightweight, it's a completely different fight. Alex would definitely be open to it, but obviously the chances of it happening are low.
That's it from MMA Psycho. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.